Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Bisike Ojiako, the boss of Wangele Voice TV. I have not been streaming for a while because of my commitment in a lot of things here in US. But not to worry, Wangele Voice TV is coming on strong with some professional broadcasters that will be giving you updates regularly. I want to comment on the recent outpouring of emotions over the statement made by Adams Oshiomhole concerning the First Lady of Edo State. I tend to differ from what people are saying. First of all, I want you people to critically listen to Oshiomhole's statement before you start blaming him for what he said. I don't see anything wrong in what he said. Oshiomhole did not call the woman a barren woman. He said she is childless. And let's face it, this is politics. You have to divorce emotions from politics. The woman said that the APC candidate and others don't have a wife. By that statement, she is technically saying the man that wants to govern you does not have a family, he does not have children. In other words, he is not responsible. That's what she's saying. And Oshiomhole responded swiftly and said, "Hey woman, you that you're married, what responsibilities do you have? Do you have children? But my candidate, yes, he's not married, but he went beyond that and adopted children and trained them, that they are all professionals. Some are lawyers and doctors. Why didn't you do the same to prove that you're responsible?" And people are shouting. I don't understand why they're shouting. There's a clear distinction between childlessness and barrenness. When a woman conceives and during the developmental stages of the fetus, she has miscarriage, she's not barren. But when a woman does not conceive at all, she is barren. I'm not a medical doctor, but our simple introduction to biology confirms this. So I don't understand why people are blaming Oshiomhole, putting emotions and all sorts into it. This is politics, man. In as much as I don't like Oshiomhole, personally, he has been of nuisance value politically in Nigeria. I don't like him. That does not mean that I will not come out to say the truth. It's politics. I don't expect him at his age, in 70s, to respond to everything. But Oshiomhole is not that kind of person. His personality will not keep quiet. The kind of person he is, he will always respond to any political statement made against him or his candidate. That's his personality. Now, let's face it. Why do people marry? People marry for two reasons: companionship and to have children. Well, in advanced countries, companionship primarily is the reason people marry. In our African countries, 80 to 90% marry to have children. Take it or leave it, that's the truth. There is nothing like love. Quote me wrong. There is nothing like love in Africa when it comes to marriage. Women marry for their own selfish reasons, and men marry for their reasons, their own selfish reasons too. Even when there is love and you marry, you have children, that love is divided. The women will shift their love to their kids, to their children. I don't want to go into that. It's a different topic altogether. So the issue is that this man that is APC candidate that wants to govern you is not married. In other words, he doesn't have children to cater for. He is not responsible. That's what that woman is technically telling Edo people. And Adams responded and said, yes, you that is married, you don't have children. In other words, you don't have responsibilities. What responsibilities do you have? Whom are you catering for? After all, my candidate has adopted people and training people. What have you done? I differ from other people. Oshiomhole did not do anything wrong. This is politics. If you enter politics, you have to face the consequences of politics. No emotions. Now, I don't want to go into Edo politics, but a very clear-minded person will agree with me that Labour Party is the only place to go to. If APC wins, Adams will hijack it. They will take all the money for their selfish reasons. If PDP wins, Obaseki and his cult group will hijack it. Only Midapata is the only person that doesn't have a godfather. And when you look at the transformation going on in Abia State by Labour Party Governor Alex Oti, nobody will tell you to vote for Labour Party. If I were a Edo man, the vision is there. Labour Party has templates for their governor and will be governors. They will all follow the same footstep. If Olumide wins, there will be a massive transformation in Edo State that everybody will be surprised of. So I urge all Edo people to be reasonable, leave sentiments, leave emotions, vote for Olumide of Labour Party so that you will enjoy what Abia State is enjoying. It's a simple thing. Don't make that mistake. There are hawks in PDP. There are hawks in APC. They will mess your treasury up. They will mess Edo State up. Vote for Olumide and enjoy Edo State. That's my take on this. Watch this video of what the wife of Edo State said. What Adams Oshiomhole said in response. And also the response of the wife of Edo State Governor to what Oshiomhole said is interesting. My viewers, thank you for watching. Subscribe to Wangele Voice TV in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
It always do to supporting people. All the candidates when they contest election, only one get wife. And our own party candidates. I swear go down. Not only him get wife. Now your wife with this. Mrs. Ifeanyi wife, he go down low. Eh?
I was shocked yesterday to see Mrs. Obaseki, the First Lady, saying that our candidate has no wife. She is the most, I'm sorry that she had to say that, because here is a woman who has no child. Between him and Obaseki, they have no child, they are childless. They are even not ready to adopt. I mean, I don't blame anybody who don't have a child. But people who have love for children, they go to motherless home and adopt children. They have not adopted. They are both in their 60s. So you married with, I don't know whether it's a contract or whatever it is, but they have no child. Now, our candidate not only have children, he has invested in the education of those children such that you watch them on live television, covered by your media stations, where the first one that...
As a human being, I believe what's most important is that we find our purpose. Everyone is structured on earth by God to actualize their purpose in life. And once we have that mindset and we seek that in life, and we are happy with our lives, and we know that we're moving on in actualizing God's purpose for our lives, in bringing glory to God in the way we live our lives, it wouldn't matter if scathing remarks are flung at you. I would like to say to every woman, I call you all sisters, if you feel hurt by whatever you heard, I haven't paid much attention to it. My word of comfort to you would be this. In addition to what I just told you about seeking God's face, seeking God's purpose, and finding fulfillment therein, I would say to you, those of you sisters who, like myself, had conceived and had miscarriages, I would also say to you, sisters, who again, like myself, had painful evacuations of our babies who had died in our wombs. I had suffered one such misfortune. I would also like to say to you out there who had conceived and birthed babies who died perhaps at birth or at different stages in life, who, all of you, including ourselves, who had conceived, miscarried, had evacuations, who, as we speak today, do not have children to show for the trauma and the pain that we've experienced in life. My word to you, word of comfort to you, as I say to myself, you are not barren, okay? You are not barren. So don't be hurt if anyone calls you that, or anyone calls a fellow woman that. You are not barren. I dare to call you fruitful. And I said to you, like I said to myself, you and I, we are potential, budding, prospective, proud mothers of lively children. The children will come in God's time. So hang in there, hold your head up high, you are not barren. Enjoy the life that God has given you in the meantime. Thank God for what you have. Thank God for a loving spouse like I have. I say that I have the best husband in the world. Thank God for the love of family, friends, and all support systems that God has given to you. Enjoy the life He's given to you. Find your purpose, face it, and take your mind off these things. And before you know it, it'll happen. I have learned that sometimes there's some people who are meant or called to pay the price for some others. It strikes me that perhaps this is what's happening here with me. And I've embraced it, embraced the call to pay the price on your behalf, to ensure that no man or woman ever calls you barren in this land.